Okay, it's working.
Are you kidding me?
Legitimately.
Are we live now?
We are not live still.
Good,
we are
good.
recording though.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because it's a podcast. That's supposed to be live on a podcast. Although sometimes you could do a live cast, which
like next week.
Next week on the Shooting the Poop podcast, we will be live for the 20th episode. This episode being episode 19, a week late from what it was supposed to be.
Unfortunately,
you can see why.
I don't know why.
I was hoping you could tell me.
I think it was his fault. He was tired and shit.
Listen, don't you put that hurt on me, Ricky Bobby, because I'm not making the payments. You know?
He was tired, a lot of work, no days off and such. Well, no, it had nothing to do with this coming to be last Wednesday.
Which is currently.
Yes. But,
little 7-pound, 3-ounce baby Charlotte.
Yes. Well, by the most recent record, 7 pound 0 ounce.
7 pound 0 ounce.
Yes.
She's already hit the gym.
Yeah.
She was using your chin as a freaking boxing bag. What do you call it? Speed bag?
Yeah, dude.
She was. Dude, she's got hands, dude.
Yeah, she does.
Quite literally.
She knows how to use them.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But
look at your freaking cute little baby on a podcast, dude.
Yeah.
This is
the second time starring on YouTube, dude.
Yeah, dude.
She's gonna be more famous than either of us, dude.
For real. Help us with the views, Charlotte. Yeah, like, we need the views.
Look at the camera.
Where's the thumbnail?
Look at the camera.
Oh, she's waving, dude. She freaking waved, dude. You're a star, dude.
She already knows.
Dude.
But
she's a baby of the people, dude.
Yeah, dude. She's here for you guys.
Yeah, dude. For real, dude. Little cute little... She looks literally like a doll, dude.
Yeah.
Like a little baby doll.
I don't know how.
Like, it's just crazy.
This came from me. How is it cute?
Partially, yeah. like it's probably 49%. You know?
Yeah.
She's got the cheeks, dude.
Yeah.
That's a prominent feature of the cheeks.
Cheyenne's
cheeks, dude.
Her chubby little cheeks.
Because she's a Navajo. Or what is Cheyenne?
Cherokee,
she's a Sasquatch? No, she's a
Sasquatch.
She's a Sasquatch. Cheyenne's a Sasquatch. Shout out to Cheyenne.
Foot ass.
But she's a Cherokee?
Yeah, Cherokee.
She drives a Jeep?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she drives a Chevy truck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But the miniature one.
Truck.
The mini truck.
Chevy mini truck.
The Chevy Spark. It's a Spark?
Yeah.
The Chevy Spark.
Mini truck.
Right.
It's a truck.
Yeah. It's a deployable truck from the bed of an actual truck.
Exactly.
If you just need to mini truck-size some stuff.
Yes.
Capabilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the capabilities.
So you got a mini person right there, dude.
And she was in the mini truck.
Yeah, dude.
Multiple times already.
Which is, like, to her, a more than full-size truck.
Exactly.
That's like a 737 of a truck.
It is.
At that point, I would say. You know?
Yeah.
So, scales... See, this is the thing. This is how much we love the people.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I can't take credit for this. But... You had a whole-ass babe, dude.
Yeah.
That's not half a babe.
No.
That's a full babe.
Whole-ass babe.
That's 100% babe.
100%.
Like, it's fully uploaded. You know what I'm saying? To the virtual reality we are living in.
Yeah.
And even still, 1 week, we'll give you 1 week off, right? We're going to dock your pay.
It was literally
for sure.
It was only literally the day she was born.
We're going to...
You know,
we have a responsibility here to produce the most... Not even mediocre.
What? We're going to have her play you in chess. You might actually win.
Oh, dude. Don't you... Listen. One of these days, dude. One of these days, when I get lucky, I'm going to make it seem like I was...
Speaking of say with your chess, too, by the way.
What?
Are we going to use Mario chess pieces on this board?
We could, dude. I don't know why you haven't printed any Mario or non-Mario chess pieces. Can we do individual... Could it be like Super Smash Bros? Where, like, we could have, like, random... It's all... Everything's canon.
Random.
Everything's canon. And nobody knows what place... What character means what.
Yeah.
That would be the real strat. I mean, we'd have to define it.
Yeah.
But... Because I want a Goku. And a Vegeta. And you know what? I want a freaking... maybe a Yu Yu Hakusho. I want a Rurouni Kenshin. I want... the redheaded chick from Resident Evil. I want, you know what I'm saying? Like I want different people on my squad. You know? Because then then you're going to get the smoke, dude. And only then, you know. Dan, shout out to Dan of Lascaro's Workbench, okay, makes custom pens and pen-like substances. And you can check him out. I got a video coming up. I don't know exactly when, but I have a video coming up, a review of the pen that he was gracious enough to give me for free, made it for me, made one for everybody at the shop, works with us at the gun shop. Awesome, dude. And it's a great pen, dude. It's a great pen. And then I bought a few refills from them. I don't know. They're not Space Pen refills. Yeah. I told them that it should be Space Pen refills because, for one, you could write in a Hollywood basement then. And then two, you know what I'm saying? It's damp down there. Sometimes it affects the ink.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then two...
it's like
this
the
is
moon,
comic
bro.
genius, and
it's
everybody's
like the moon,
missing
bro.
it, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's where it was filmed.
Exactly.
The Peps had it right the first time.
Damn.
But either way, like, and so I got 6 refills, but I use it. But this is the thing with me and pens, nice pens, because I use them all day, every day, and they're constantly in and out of the pock. And then I got to go over here real quick, and it just sits there on the count. People could steal those nice pens, dude. Yeah. And I like to give them the benefit of the doubt, and everything's audio and video recorded, so I'll catch your ass anyway. And I'm getting my pen, motherfucker. But like, we should get her a little pair of... Where's the baby ear pro, dude?
They're in the other room.
I guess it might be too early for that, but like, shouldn't hear us cussing. It's mostly you cussing all the time.
I don't even be talking, motherfucker.
Look, you're proving my point, dude. Not in front of the baby, dude. Little 7-pound, 3-ounce, little tiny baby, dude. Yeah, dude, but still. Either way, digressing. It's...
Baby noises intensify.
Yeah, dude, that's adorbs, dude. That's the first... Don't listen to me, whatever she just said.
Yeah. Her first words on the Shootingthepoopp podcast.
Right.
If you understood it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. But I was thrown for a loop. I have no idea, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like she's prophesizing
maybe
on the future to come.
Play it in reverse at double speed and you'll understand.
God, don't say that, dude. People are out there with goats and stuff. You know, you don't know what people are capable of.
I mean,
stop, dude. Are you sacrificing more animals, dude? Why?
No, dude. No, not at all.
Can you zoom in on that?
Are you
That's a tiny
animals,
No, dude. I've never sacrificed an animal, dude.
No, dude.
Shoot animals, dude, and eat those animals, but I don't sacrifice them on some weird fucking Moloch type of shit. Why you? That's its butt, dude. That's a coyote butt, dude.
It is, dude.
You can't tilt it a little bit?
No,
that's the tiniest coyote I've ever seen, everywhere. Dude. That's the tiniest coyote. Little tiny
coyote.
Dude.
Tiny coyote.
Baby Charlotte could take that coyote in real life.
Yeah, definitely.
Right now.
Yep.
Hands.
She's been riding that motherfucker.
Hands.
She'd be riding him. Like a horse.
That's a tiny yote, though, dude.
Yeah, tiny as hell.
Super tiny.
Definitely.
Why don't you tell the people about the tiny yote you got hanging up over there?
There's not really much to tell. It's a yote pelt.
Yeah, where'd you get it? What's up?
By Cheyenne's uncle, who is unfortunately no longer with us.
You know the caliber? You know
I don't.
Where it was?
I don't. No.
Is that a local yote?
I don't know.
Hanging outside, let all his friends know. You know what I'm saying?
I think he was primarily hunting up in Michigan, actually.
Okay, it's a good place to hunt.
But, yeah. And that's where he shot that, as well as the goose that's in the other room. And then a bunch
Shout
of
out to that goose, dude. Makes an excellent hat rack.
I was told that there may be a bunch of deer skulls and antlers in the garage somewhere.
Where
from
would
him
those
as
be?
well. They'd be up in the rafters in the garage, and I've yet to look.
Just like precariously placed?
Yeah. Not by me this time, though.
And probably haunted.
Probably.
Probably haunted.
But he's also
almost
taken
guaranteed.
down quite a few bear and such with the bow that we got in the other room.
Which is impressive, dude. If you're I just bought a Glock 20 as a sidearm for... What's going on?
She's interrupting.
I don't want to cut her off.
No.
Personally.
But I think...
Did she poop now? I think she pooped her. She has vicious farts, dude.
She does. She's like
the fucking diaper moved, dude. It was like...
Your hand probably moved underneath.
No, it was like it felt...
the scary part.
It felt like there was some poops there.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
But I'm being told not to worry. There was no poops.
And it was
merely a false alarm.
Trust me, if there were poops, you could smell it.
I don't know, dude. They got them new scent-proof garbage bag style diapers, dude.
They're not scent-proof.
Well,
I can tell you from personal experience, they're anything but scent-proof.
Listen, dude. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you, this is definitely my child. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, Cheyenne's quite the pooper herself, from what
true.
it seems. So, I mean, either way.
And now she is securely placed in her swing.
I hope she doesn't have the IBS like me, dude.
I
got the IBS, dude.
Behind me or something.
Right, dude. The IBS is awful, dude. It's an ailing medical condition, dude.
Yeah?
Because I love all the food that gives me IBS.
Yeah. I'm lucky that I don't have that problem. But
I mean, I feel like having a regular poop is a healthy thing, right?
Yeah.
You know? So, like, every Wednesday...
I hear that yours are quite irregular.
No, they're regular. They're very regular. Normal, I would argue. Especially every Wednesday at 4 o'clock p.m. here on the Shooting the Poop podcast. You know, you should
see
tune
this
in.
steaming pile of shit.
The steaming pile of shit that this is.
Yes.
The only redeeming factor we have at this point is little 7-pound, 3-ounce baby Charlotte.
Yes.
Charlie
what?
bit my finger. Dude, she's freaking adorbs, dude. Just swinging, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Just chilling, dude. I wish I was freaking swinging, dude. Like a little ham.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be like a ham and a ham, dude. That's hamception.
I got a few hams, dude.
So do I, dude.
I got like 4 of them.
I got one in the truck right now, dude. I have a deployable ham, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And it's I forget what it's called. Like alpaca or it's some kind. I feel like it's a mule or like a something kind of animal that it's called, and it's supposed to be a decent ham. And it's got the little skeet net on it, but the fucking
none of my hams have skeet nets.
Yeah, well, I don't fuck with bugs, bro. You know, fuck bugs, but especially the extra buggy kinds.
Yeah.
You know, like the bigger buggy kinds.
Yeah.
There was a freaking.
Talk about the wolf spite again.
Dude, that thing was ginormous. We showed Joe the video.
Yeah.
we showed him, and he... Because, it's a fucking spider. Who cares? I'm like, dude.
Exactly.
He's like, you're going to get everybody killed in the booth because you're
As I've told you numerous times.
No,
yes.
It's different. It's different, dude. If I have to, I can. But if I don't have to, I prefer not to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
blow our cover over a goddamn.
Call me bougie.
Wolf spider.
That I don't want a fucking 6-pound, 8-ounce baby wolf spider fucking crawling on my face, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sorry, right? So, but it attacked us, dude. It was self-defense at that point.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, it was, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We put him outside after we killed him. What?
In the fire pit in the back?
No, we scooted him out the side door on the range because we didn't want to take him that far. Nobody wanted to pick him up because he was still this big fucking curled up, dude. It was a Taranch, dude.
Wolf spide.
No.
It's a little ass.
That was a Taranch, dude.
Yeah, dude.
By my stands, that's a Taranch.
Your standards don't mean shit.
My standards apply to a lot more people than you would think, dude. People don't like arachnids, dude. Why do you like arachnid? What in your body makes it so that when you have a tarantula in your hand...
It's the arachnid controlling my brain, bro.
What, dude?
Yeah,
props, dude. Especially those weird blue-colored ones, they look like they could do some shit like that.
Exactly. Everybody thinks I'm a lizard person and shit. Nah, dude.
I don't think it's thinks at this point, but, you know.
Well, you're incorrect. I'm really controlled by a spider.
Props. That would be... I'm facing my fears right now. You know, this is a therapeutic. Stay tuned for more therapeutic podcasts this summer, while everybody sits in the house and doesn't touch grass.
A therapy live stream.
Yeah, we'll see. But explain to me your thought process on that whole situation.
What whole situation?
About you being a lizard person, but really a spider person,
dude.
Because I think the capabilities are there, dude.
Yeah.
I think you might be a spied person, dude.
It's a possibility.
It's what you keep in your pock.
That's true.
You've got a spy
right now I'm not in the pock, but
why is it not in the pock?
It's on the tape.
Why is it on the tape?
Comparing your shit ass M.
Shit ass M.
The Lock Rock, dude.
Dare you? Dude.
Lock Rock is fuck.
I didn't experience any Lock Rock.
Bullshit. You even tried to tighten that shit down.
No, I didn't, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't, dude.
Yeah.
That's my thumb on the scale.
Let me see.
Oh, there we go. There's a little lock rock, dude, I guess. There's a tiny bit of lock rock, dude. The side-to-side's pretty good.
Yeah.
But the lock rock, it is just a liner lock. And I would still trust this because it has the guard, the built-in guard. And dude, like, this is the thing.
So your secondary safety feature is what you're going to rely on for safety and say you trust it?
No. Lock rock is a prob, right?
Yeah.
In a pock knife.
Yeah.
But I don't think the lock would bust necessarily. And this is not me being biased, but like even with this I would argue is less of a liner lock than this. Plus this is titanium. This is whatever steel Spyderco makes it as. And it's thinner. I've done some crazy shit with these, and they've never busted.
Yeah.
So, and you can't tell me. Well, that's actually pretty good.
Side to side, it's definitely got some play.
Yeah, you got a good amount of play, side to side. But, and that's how much?
I paid $175 for it.
$175.
Yeah.
And this is a $263 and some odd cent knife on their website. Because you could only buy direct from Emerson, I do believe now. They took all their shit off. Everybody else, Blade HQ, everyone else, Blade Ops. And they only sell direct.
They have the shittiest website possible.
The website is not the best. The Emerson website is definitely not the best.
You cannot find 80% of their knives.
I mean, I found them because I'm a fan of Emerson and I know
all their names. You literally have to go
type
through.
In.
Either you search for the knife you want, or you have to go through and find a knife, click a knife, and go to the related knives and go through that whole thing. So you cannot find one page that has all of their knives, or even going through the types can you find all their knives. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is a little
Especially
stupid.
to rely on that as your sole point of sales.
Right.
Like that's...
I mean, I feel like Ernie M., just like a lot of people that I know personally, in a business sense, are afraid of change, are afraid of innovating, are afraid of
saying that
modernizing.
M is a boomer?
A little bit, Mabes. A little bit. But that's also what I appreciate about him. Because regardless, this to me, for what it is, people could say it's overpriced. People could say it's unrefined. People could say
like a gas station knife.
I don't see that, honestly. I don't see that. But like, I know the history of what this is, so I might be biased. And not just the sheepdog itself, but just Emerson knives and like they're the whole thing. So, and plus like I'm holding it. I know what it feels like. Like this feels like a fucking knife. Like it does. And it is. But I've never, like these have never, the whole beauty of it all, honestly to me, is it is not perfect. But it's good enough at everything. For me, just like a Glock. The beauty is in its function, and this is a functional knife for sure. Maybe people could argue that a Chris Reeve Sebenza is, but like that's not what this. You're not.
I would go to the point of I would rather have this PM2 all day every day.
You're out your mind. The traction alone on this is worth it to me.
I mean,
plus it's thicker. It's got the guard. It's a way better guard. That doesn't even have a guard technically, but if it did close, you'd have a little bit of security with the jimp on the G.O.A. But like this is an actual guard. I love a Bowie. You can't tell me a Bowie is not a good blade shape.
And it is.
It's a great blade shape. And it's an American traditional blade shape. The jimp, dude, the thumb ramp, the wave feature, the thumb disc.
I just think it looks stupid as hell with the blade being thinner than the fucking handle itself.
Well, what do you mean, dude?
Like, in broadside view, that looks fucking stupid.
To me, not though. Dude.
It looks like
when you have a fixed
station.
blade, when you have a K-bar fixed blade, that's what the fuck that shit looks like.
It's a different story.
It's the same thing.
But it's not.
This is just a folding one, basically. So, I mean, it is. That's what it is.
But it's not, though.
But basically.
But it's not.
But in folder form, it is, though. People have died in the neck by Emerson knives.
People have died in the head with a rock.
Yeah.
Like,
A
what?
versus A, dude.
It doesn't really take much to
understand.
kill somebody.
No, listen, I understand.
Like, that means
I'm
nothing,
just saying,
in
though.
the grand
I'm just
scheme of
saying, though, these are like
people have died.
door-kicking motherfuckers.
gas
And I am
station
no
knife.
door-kicking motherfucker. Like, if I lock myself out, there might be one thing. But, like, Emerson knives, dude. I think you're sleeping on Emerson knives, dude.
You know how many people could die to this motherfucker?
Nobody's dying.
Like,
Nobody's dying to that shit, dude.
Motherfucker might kill the user.
Yeah.
Because you want to talk about lock rock.
Yeah, it's like a gelatinous butter knife.
Like, you can every which way.
This doesn't even have lock rock, dude.
You heard it. We all heard it.
I didn't. It's not there, dude. That's my fingers, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my fingers, dude. It is.
Your old arthritic ass.
It is, dude. I'm getting old. No lock rock, dude. It's all in your mind, dude. But this is crazy. It's from Pakistan, I think.
Pakistan, yes.
Show the people on the camera.
Not Pakistan. Let's see if we can get this to focus.
Pakistan, dude.
You can see right there.
We had to look it up to make sure it wasn't a real place.
It really does not want to focus. Pakistan.
Pakistan, dude.
Stainless steel, Pakistan.
I don't believe it's stainless steel, though.
I don't either, because the edge on the blade is rusting currently.
I mean, stainless steel is not, like, infallible. Like, it still can rust.
But
and that's, if it's coming from Pakistan, it's whatever the fuck, it's probably not the highest quality of stainless steel.
All I'm saying, though, is that I want this made in a higher quality.
Hit up fucking, what's his name?
Like
Lynn Toms. Hit up Lynn Toms. He'll make
I got the Voyager XL, right?
Right.
And I thought this is a goddamn
That's still
pocket
a pocket sword.
Right?
That's like a pocket Wakasashi.
But, like,
Yeah,
what
dude.
the fuck?
That's
dude?
you, and that's the dude she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah.
Major Chad vibes.
Like, what
the
the
Bud
fuck?
K fucking Buck 110.
Bud K ass fucking timber rattler, dude.
Yeah.
Pakistan. But, like, even, like...
But could you imagine being a person in Pakistan, making that knife, and not even know how to spell your own country's name, dude?
Oh, that's the worst part about it.
How does that hap?
That's the worst part about all of it.
How does that hap, dude?
Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Whoever made this needs to call Essie and send him a check.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
So, but... I mean, it feels good, dude.
Yeah.
Did you do that fucking weird, or is it Cerakoted?
It's Cerakoted.
Bullshit. It looks like you did that anthropic anodizing to it
No.
and fucked up.
No, it's
This is Cerakoted baby shit brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's custom colored by the person that ordered it.
Who ordered it, dude?
A buddy of mine.
From
Who I
who?
then bought it from. Bought it from Swamp Rat Knives.
Swamp Rat, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. He definitely adorbs, dude. Absolutely adorbs. But he definitely owes Essie a check or two.
Yes.
Like
definitely.
a couple of them.
Yeah.
Per each knife sold, probably. You know.
Potentially.
I'd like to see a little jimp on that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And maybe even up here, too, you could do one of these things.
Yeah, it could definitely be beneficial. It could definitely be improved upon. Especially for the price.
How much does this cost?
I think that cost him out the door $450.
Show him everything with the sheath.
And it came with the sheath. The belt attachment / molly attachment I added myself, but it comes with the Kydex sheath. Again, everything was custom ordered as well. So this color sheath, the scales he wanted, the Cerakote color, which does literally just look like it's rusted to shit, but also just looks like shit.
But that's sick, though. That's sick, though,
sick as
if
hell.
it's done on purpose.
Yeah.
But if it's actually rusting, you might want to throw some CLP on that mother
micarta
grabber.
scales. It is a sick knife.
Yeah, no, I like... Dude,
that I have my own belt attachment that I put on there. I forget where I even got this from.
Is that like a tech lock but with a molly strip almost?
Yeah.
Does it flex?
A little bit.
Yeah, but like you're doing it straight through. You're not weaving it.
And you could potentially weave it through. But I mean, the molly strips themselves are...
Does that have those little holes? Can you put spacers in them so like you could carry that on like a 2-inch belt or a 1.75-inch belt? Or
I don't believe so. And you might be able to if you were to, say, put a bolted washer through and a bolt and a nut in there and then have that there. But I don't know. So you could, in theory, do it.
In theory.
Theory,
as they call it.
Deny the possibilities.
The possibilities, dude?
Yeah.
Forgot about it, huh?
But it's a pretty sick fucking knife.
Yeah.
I've had this one for a while now, though.
Yeah, you have.
I've used it quite a few times.
Yeah, you have, dude. You know what else is a pretty...
For a while, this is my key to the garage before I changed the locks.
This is a pretty sick fucking knife right here, dude.
Yeah, it is. That is a pretty sick knife.
I think it's pretty sick,
Little weird knife.
It's a little weird, dude.
It's a little weird.
It's the mag blade.
It's a
the mag blade, dude.
Mag blade. M390 titanium scales. But what's weird...
It's like a butt fly, dude.
No locking mechanism.
I mean, kinda, sorta.
There is.
Right, but like
in a way.
Yeah.
But no visible, easy to tell.
Right.
Almost looks like an integral when it's not in focus. So you can see a little bit of an opening there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you notice.
It's pretty niff, dude.
Like,
it's pretty niff. Shout out to Magblade.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daily Carry Co. Shout out to the titanium toothpick, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, dude.
Shout out, dude.
Mad shout outs, dude.
This goes.
It was totally off screen.
Totally off screen.
But it was smooth.
But
it was smooth. Let me tell you, it was
smoother than what
but
I
it was
was
off
able to
screen.
get before.
It was
right?
off screen, dude.
Nope, that's no.
Because it's kind of like
it's like a butterfly knife,
but it's not.
But not.
It's not
in any way,
spinning
shape, or
on
form.
the same axis,
No, it's not.
as it were.
So like, it's awkward as all hell. You got to get used to it for sure.
Yeah. So,
and I ain't gonna get used to it.
Hold on. First of all,
yes.
Show them for what that is. Again, this is like a sleek gentleman folder, but nice Tonto blade shape. It's N390, so it's a good solid steel. It's not anything crazy, but it's definitely like a very workable steel. But show them how thick it is, dude.
Let's see if we can get this shit to focus.
Got fingerprints all over it. But that's a pretty thick blade stock for what it is, especially for being a quite a svelte little gentleman's EDC. You could wear this to a wedding. You get the only thing is it ain't got a pocket clip, so it's gonna be loose in the pocket, or you get a little sheath made for it. They don't offer a sheath from what I can tell. Could be wrong, but I don't believe they do. And of course you could slip it into your little coin pocket.
Close pretty smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean close goes backwards, and then that, so you gotta like do one of those, and then you could let it hang and whatever. But see, that's the thing when you go, and this thing is sharp, dude. This is sharp for sure. This is sharp on every edge, and the points are very sturdy, and the tip is reinforced because of the Tonto design. Like, this is a sweet knife, dude, and it sells for $200. This is not me telling you to go buy one.
No.
In the least bit. But I'm just making you aware. They sent it out, of course. I get to keep it, all that. This is non-biased. We're checking it out. We're playing with it. It's pretty cool. I like what I'm seeing so far. I'm going to do further investigating because I want to understand exactly how this lock works. Because if it's not something that... Because you can feel it move, right, in your hand if you're doing something. But if it's not... If it's going against those titanium scales and there's a locking point inside, like we were saying, like there's a cutout, like a ball end mill, little radius cut or something around the pivot, that because there's a ball bearing in here. And
it's definitely on bearings. Smooth as hell.
It's very smooth, dude. And it locks up pretty good, and it's even fucking pretty centered, dude. Yeah. Every time. And we've been kind of wrenching on it a little bit. Yeah. Like it's cool, dude. And lightweight, titanium, which is cool. N390, like these are premium materials. Yeah. And
for $200.
$200.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. Yep. But the thing is Magblade, Daily Carry Co. doesn't necessarily have a name like
size
that,
reference
dude.
there as well.
Right. Yeah, that is good. See, that's the one
that's a Sharpie,
underutilized
big,
the fucking the plies, dude.
Yeah, dude.
People should carry that more often.
Yeah.
People
I see a lot of people carrying them now. It's become an in thing recently.
Yeah, but that's
in the EDC
only
community.
Yeah, but it's
all got their
because
Nippex.
everybody else is doing it, though. It's not because they're actually using it.
Yep.
But I would carry that as a defensive tool more than anything.
Yeah.
Now, if the car breaks down or whatever, well, that's different, dude. That's just, that's way different. Yeah, no, I feel you.
Any point.
I feel you.
Anything works. You got some plies. All you need is a Leatherman.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Nippex, dude. You can spend $60 on a 3-inch set of fucking channel locks.
You can spend a lot more on them than that. There's motherfuckers out there doing custom fucking shits that are ridiculous.
That's
absolutely ridiculous.
But it's a good size reference still in this photo.
No, and you see what else is...
Everybody sees a Sharpie.
You got the field notes. Okay.
Something everybody's got. I don't know what knife that is.
Standard-ish.
It's kind of key.
Yeah.
But you see it's a little bit bigger than... a little bit longer than the Bic and even narrower. You know?
Yeah. It's honestly... Here's my vape.
Yeah.
Here's the
it's
fucking...
about the same size as your fucking vape.
Yeah. Even
smaller. A
smaller.
little bit thicker, but...
Even smaller. Not even really.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you the truth. It's like the same exact...
But...
and that's legit, though.
Yeah.
Because, you could have this in your pocket. You could have it in the little coin pocket, which is also a great place to carry a backup gun, a secondary and or tertiary gun, as far as, a North American Arms mini revolver.
Yeah.
And it fits perfectly. The same thing with this. Or, again, get a sheath or something. You could get something Kydex made for it. But it appears as if the scales, the handles, the frame is bead blasted titanium. Yes. So, it's just... We're going to flame anno it, though.
Are we?
I think we're going to flame anno it, dude. We're going to try. And I'd also like to see how this lock mechanism works.
I still think if we're going to flame anno it, we should remove the handles from the blade.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Well, and then we could see how the lock mechanism works.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also, you know what else we're gonna flame anno?
We're gonna flame
anno.
Why don't you show them?
I already because
we got a few more things.
Because they also sent us out. They do titanium toothpicks.
Yes.
Titanium toothpicks. Okay, and titanium is excellent because it's a strong material. It's a strong material, but it's also lightweight. And on top of that, what's even cooler is you could add heat to the equation and flame anodize it and make it a custom, unique thing in and of itself.
This is already real cool.
Super cool. Goes right on the keychain, little paracord lanyard, whatever.
Completely inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing nefarious in the first place, realistically.
But it could be.
Because it is just a toothpick.
It's merely a toothpick.
Nice,
You're picking,
point there.
Picking teeth.
And threads back into the body.
Yeah, it does.
You get a nice little toothpick.
Yeah, it does. It's a great little toothpick, dude. You don't want to be careful though. You don't want to put that on your.
Definitely got a point.
Well, not even that, dude. It's got more than a point. Dude.
Yeah.
That's a need, dude.
Yeah.
Waiting to be threaded.
Inconspicuous. Nobody will see it coming.
No. Even if you just in the eyes, the temples, the neck, something, they're not going to like it.
A lot of soft spots in the body.
They're not going to like it. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like she's not liking it.
No.
It's probably.
She's curled up into the cutest little ball I've ever seen, dude.
But these things are sick, though.
They are sick.
Really cool to.
And we're gonna have content here. Yeah, we're having content here on the Shooting the Poop podcast in the future of flame anno. I got 4 of them. Yeah. Scales gets 1. I told him he could have 2 if he wants. He's got 2 sets of keys.
Then he tried to make excuses that I don't need to.
No, I never did. I said you can have them. I said take it, dude. I'm just I don't understand. He ain't even got that many teeth, dude. He keeps
I got
drinking,
all my teeth.
He keeps drinking sweet tea by the gallon.
He only pulled
the
wisdom teeth. Okay,
you're gonna get the fucking diabetes, dude.
Explains a lot.
Gotta die something.
But
they're all just in the white. $29.99. If you get 2 tie picks, they're $49.99. 6 tie picks, $129.99. And again, this is titanium. It's grade 5 titanium. Grade 5 titanium.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
No.
But it's higher than grade 4. Right? In theory, unless it works opposite, kind of like shotgun shells.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But either way,
I don't know.
Either way, it's titanium nonetheless.
Yes.
And titanium and scandium and all that kind of shit are rarer materials, more expensive to produce materials, more expensive to work with materials. So it's like an unnecessary thing almost. But at the same time, depending on what it is, like I would love and I will own one of those scandium 340s. Freaking adorbs.
All
dude.
of the baby noises.
So many baby noises because there's a baby right there, dude.
Yes. There is a baby.
There's a baby. You made that happen.
I did.
It's good on
I
you.
did make that happen.
It's good on you.
But these toothpicks are sick.
No, it's cool, dude.
Like
it's cool.
I've carried a titanium toothpick.
I haven't stuck with but that's. I feel like this is like higher speed and lower drag.
I mean, kinda, because I got mine in a little Kydex sheath here, which I did flame ammo at one point myself. It's kind of worn away at this point, but the tip's kind of a little bit bent, so I use it for all sorts of things other than using it as a toothpick. Because, what the hell? Yeah. This is a little bit smaller of a pick itself, but the handle is about the same length either way.
Yeah, but you're only picking with the point or the tip of it anyway.
So it doesn't make much of a difference. Yeah. But, yeah. Although, the one thing this has on it is that they did intend for this to be used as other than a toothpick. And so it does have that little groove at the back that's meant to be used as an awl or as a sewing needle if needed. So you can actually tie thread around that loop at the back.
And I feel that. I do.
That's the one thing this has got going for it over that.
I feel that.
But
that should be in like a medical kit.
Yeah.
Instead of on the keychain. Keep this for the keychain and put that in like your med kit in case you got
keys at all times. Then.
Don't be out here flexing the key bar, dude. When
just because I got the key bar, bro. Dude. Like, you got the deep carry clip on me though.
Yeah, and it's titane. What is that? Yeah. Is that titane?
It is.
Okay.
As is the actual key bar.
Right. I got the G10s.
Yeah.
But you don't have the magnet though.
I don't. I don't have.
You don't have one of those. You see how?
You're right.
Science.
I just got the little S beaters, dude.
Right, dude. What'd you call them, dude? That's fucking
S-beaters, dude.
Cultural appropriation or something. Listen, dude. I don't want to hear about your free holies,
dude. I'm just talking about some beaners, dude.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's really refried?
What?
Is people that think this is a good idea.
They can't even see it, dude.
They can't see it, dude.
They can't.
It's a freaking.
They can.
Look at me, people.
See it, and maybe
don't look
make
at
the
me.
Screen bigger. So we're no longer looking at the.
But shout out to Daily Carico for saying more videos to come on this channel, but more than likely mostly on the Terribly Tactical channel, which shameless self-promotion, but go check it out. But this is a round of 9mm right here.
Yep.
Nickel-plated brass. It's a Federal Hydroshock. There's no primer in it. No primer. You can see the black hole. Some of you guys are probably used to looking at that.
Potentially.
Right?
Nope.
Is she pooping, dude?
I don't know, maybe.
On the Shooting the Poop podcast.
Babes. She is shooting poop currently.
But this is not what you want, people. Working in a gun shop, see so many people deprime real ammunition.
That's just a waste of ammo.
Well, of course. But at the same time, they're not putting powder in it, per se, if they're making it themselves, or at least hopefully they're not, because otherwise they'd be stupid. But, in today's day and age, the times we live in. But I understand that it is acting while you're using it for your dry fire practice or manipulations or whatever it may be. I understand that this is going to be the most realistic thing as far as size, weight, and feeding attributes. But this is liable to get you killed. This looks like a real round of ammunition because it is a real round of ammunition. And this might eventually end up in a magazine. And while we should all be practicing our tap rack bangs and malfunction clearance drills and this, that, and the third, this millisecond, half a second, full second, couple seconds, more than that if you're untrained, may be the difference between life and death. So if you are utilizing snap caps, and everybody's fallible, dude. We might have been I'm a gun guy by all means and sense and terms of the word. And this I will not have in the old armory, the old arsenal, the old toolbox, because it's just too realistic. Yeah. So either A, and 2, we get people that come into the gun shop all the time selling us guns, and you're trying to get the baby views, dude. You're trying to get the sympathetic baby views right now.
Mabes, dude.
You might as well like
nothing, right?
Right. But like, there's people that come in and they're like, "Oh, I'm trying to sell this gun," and then obviously the first thing we do once we get it in our hands is clear it, and then all of a sudden brass comes flying out of it, even though it's most of the time empty or deprimed, or obviously both, or whatever it is, brass. It still doesn't look good. It still does not create any ease, okay? Like, just stop doing it. Like, these things should be noticeably, the second you see them, recognizable as snap caps. Because, again, I don't care about... Because then, too, what happens if you put a live one in there that looks exactly the same? And then all of a sudden it's not a fucking snap cap anymore. And pardon my language in front of the baby, but, like, come on, dude. So, this is a thing that we noticed, okay? And something we wanted to talk about, little mid-video tac tip, okay? A lot of people do this. I see this a lot in the gun shop. People using, like, real ammo for snap caps, whether it be because they're cheap, or because they're trying to be as realistic as possible with their dry practice training regiment. But this is probably going to cause more harm than it's worth, in my opinion. Get the orange ones, get the A-Zooms that are purple, and they're metal, and they got the little spring-loaded caps, or get the clear ones with the red, lips, or whatever. But using a snap cap that is a real round is just too risky both ways. Because you're either going to put it into a live gun that you're counting on for life and liberty, or you're going to put a real one in place of the snap cap and not know. Because people get complacent, people get lazy, people get comfortable, and then that's what happened. So, little public service announcement, tag tip, whatever. If you're doing this, stop doing it. And it wouldn't even be a subject of discussion if I didn't see it. Like, it's at least a couple times a month. Somebody brings in a gun. It's mostly older dudes, and it's mostly hunting rifles. But you rack the bolt, and out comes a shell of whatever caliber it is. And it's deprimed, and it's an empty shell. It's not loaded. But when you cha-ching, you don't know that. Yeah. And that's tension, dude. Because, like, obviously you follow the firearm safety rules. It's not pointed at nobody. It's not, you don't got the finger on the trigger. But at the end of the day, like, that automatically is like, yo, what are you doing? Because I'm automatically going to assume that it is loaded, because that's usually what I'm used to dealing with stupid people who do stupid things at stupid places at stupid times, and stupid shit happens. She's knocked. She's freaking zonked, dude. She's boring. That's what she said, dude. Yeah, she's talking spit, dude.
She's tired of hearing your voice, bro.
That's fucked up. Well, then why don't you talk about something for once? I just wanted to let the people know, dude, because I'm concerned about the people, because I see way more people than I feel like should be. And this might be like a little mini niche gripe thing, but do you see where I'm coming from, though? I would like to hear what do you think about that? Do you think I'm fair enough on the matter?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so.
I see it all the time.
It's definitely realistic, and it definitely could be an issue.
If I saw that laying there, that's a round of 9mm. So either in a time of crisis, I'm going to do something with it, and then that could cost me, or, whatever, dude. It's here's another round of 9mm. It's the same one. So, I don't know.
I mean, you could have a dud round in the first place, too, though,
But less likely in the probability and propensity of the matter of fact from quality factory-loaded ammunition, which in theory is all you should buy. Majority of the time, given this, so, I mean, I don't know.
But I would go further to say that most people that are going to even have the capabilities of de-primering or even reseating a projectile into a case are probably reloading anyways. And so therefore, it's already a point of...
You would think, not always the case, because you could go to a gun show and buy them. Like this.
That's pretty stupid.
But then also, not even that, just, again, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So again, if I saw this, because I'm liable to have random loose rounds on the floor,
Yeah.
on the desk, on the nightstand, on the whatever, and God forbid, it's a round. I'm going to grab it if I need a round, right?
Yeah.
Because even if it's just one round, it's better than no rounds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I do all this, that, and the third, tap, rack, bang, click, instead of a bang. That's going to be an issue. But if I see that it's orange, or it's purple, or it's literally denoted, it's 3D printed of whatever high visibility color or whatever, do what you want, then I know, you know? So that's all I got to say on the matter. But it is important, at least from my experience, because working in a gun shop, I've seen more of these style snap caps, homemade style snap caps or whatever, than I would like. Because I think this is more harm than it's good. You know, it's just, it's too similar,
And that can also
and there's no distinction.
That can also tie into the other topic you wanted to discuss too. Being, you know, make sure you know what the fuck your shit is, where your shit is, what you have in the first place.
And that falls into the whole category of not only EDC, like we're talking about with EDC items. We got a key bar because we got our keys organized. I got a light hanging off of it. I got a screwdriver attached to it. So like I have an organized little unit of tools that I have right here at a moment's notice. But organizing your stuff, we all have stuff. We all have a lot of stuff.
Yep.
You know, whether you're a prepper or not, whether you're like a full-fledged gun guy or not, you still have stuff, right? Even if you have one gun.
Yep.
Even if you have one gun, you got one gun, you got the case and or cardboard box for it.
Yep.
You got the lock it came with, you got the owner's manual, you got a mag to 2, 3, sometimes even 4, 5 mags. You got the cleaning rod, you got even just that. If scattered about in several different places and not readily accessible, God forbid the time calls for it, and the need arises to utilize a piece of that kit, as it were. Yep. And you got a magazine over here, you got the gun over there, you got the manual over here, you just bought it, you don't know how to work it, you haven't read it yet, and, you know, whatever. Yep. You know, it's besides the point, and that's just a weird niche example. Like when you do get into the idea of being prepared, you know, as far as being independent, not worrying about what's going on because you're not dependent on a system. You create your own existence and you're responsible for that. And that is what true freedom is, people. Yep. Is if you can sustain yourself without aid from any outside influence, nobody can tell you shit, right? So, but we talk about the prepping, we talk about the zombies, we talk about the freaking boog, we talk about the freaking, you know, the Wolverines and all this, that, and the third. How much of your equipment is ready to go, sighted in, squared away, got ammo with it, is cleaned and maintained, you know, the batteries are fresh. And that's not even organizing necessarily. To an extent it is, I guess, in a little way, but that's more like just maintenance stuff. That's normal every day. But a lot of people don't even think about it.
Nope.
But even if you are, and especially for me, like, you know, I'm doing a video on this, so I got this over here and I got that over there and everything's scattered about, and then, you know, I come back to it later, but what happens if I gotta go?
Yeah.
I need this, I need that, and it's not set up or ready to be packed away and taken with or organized. Are all the mags together? Is all the same ammo that you need? You don't want to leave the house with an AK and then a ammo can full of 223.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Zastava M90 or similar substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, like, you don't want to, I got my Glock 19, but I took all the 357 SIG ammo with me. Which, if you got that much 357 SIG ammo, just pay for armed security at this point.
Yeah.
You know, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just like that whole principle. You have to. Now, we all got a bunch of shit. We all got what most people would consider
cases too much.
No, that's what most standard normal people would consider too much. But some people would consider a single firearm too much. Some people would consider a single knife too much. Some people would consider a single trauma kit or bug out bag or whatever too much.
So what I would say, though, is a lot of us end up just being hoarders of our stuff, though.
But is it really? Where's the line between hoarding and prepping though? Because
you really need to keep the box.
What box?
The cardboard box for your guns. You really need to.
To an extent though, because if you were, and I don't ever advise selling guns.
Yeah.
I advise doing proper research and figuring out what you actually want, what you actually need before you buy it. That way you don't lose on your investment, A, and then B, it's just less messy. Like, just you don't need to be wasting time because you're always going to lose on it. It's just like a car. The second you sign for that motherfucker, even if you never even left a shop with it, that's still a used gun.
Unless you're buying the right gun.
No, I'm just saying in general, though. Well, yeah, right, but in general, and most people, you got to cover your bases of safety and security and defense before you start collecting oddities or rarities or
but at
whatever.
The point to where you're a hoarder of things,
right? And that's
like,
the thing. If you're a hoarder,
sure we all have like a $5 Walmart sling laying around somewhere that would.
But you know what? If it works, though, listen. If it works, though.
But you also took a sling that you
Walmart
ripped in half and you're holding on to it because you may be able to utilize the hardware that mounts it to your gun later on and something. And, you're saving that piece of M-lock rail that fell off your gun because the plastic chipped or something. But you can still use those screws if you end up losing it.
That's the thing,
one of the other
though,
ones.
dude.
And,
keep going on with stuff because those are perfect examples.
Just exactly what the fuck we do.
Right, but this is the thing, though. That mindset is important.
Those 20 A2 grips that you have from all the lower parts kits you be buying and shit, and they're just sitting in a fucking box in the closet, and you're never gonna fucking use them. But you
one day I might need to use it. I'm not gonna like using it. It's not gonna be my preferred grip angle, but you know what? I'm gonna have a handle on that mother. So it's like that's the whole thing. Because people that don't throw it out or I'm gonna sell it or I'm gonna, like.
Probably you're gonna use 20 of them.
Maybe. More arms in the hands of good people is a better thing. So if we can make that possible.
Every time you build one, you're still buying a Magpul grip for it.
Not all the time a Magpul. Sometimes BCM. Sometimes the Reptilia from the Tac Pack. Sometimes the fucking...
Again, what's the other one, time dude? It's not the A2.
I got an A2 on that fucking motherfucking... the Lima, dude.
Pone?
No, on the Limas, dude. And that shit's sick. That looks like a miniature Mark 18, dude. That thing is sick. I did a good job on that camo pattern. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's a good looking gun.
So on your $350 AR,
it was $380 something. I'll have you know.
That's the one you got the A2 on still.
I'll tell you what though, is that motherfucker has been nothing but reliable, nothing but accurate. Now I've only shot it out to about 100, probably a little shy of 80, 90, but like. It ate steel, it ate brass, it ate 223, it ate 556, it ate all the grain weights. Like it shot reloads. Like it's never once had an ish. The trigger's actually better than a mil spec, even though it's a mil spec. And fuck nothing fancy. But like he did an hour-long review per usual on the gun. Him and the tactical dudes got one. And they love him, dude. And they put him through the pace. Just like I did, and they've run, dude. Because Delton has been making military spec cage code parts for the longest time, and then they finally decided to start cobbling them together into guns, and it's working out, dude. They're very slept on, in my opinion. Now, of course, Delton or Arrow or Ballistic Advantage, I'm going that way all day long. Like it's not even a question. But as opposed to, I would take a Delton over a PSA myself personally. I would take a Delton over a Diamondback. I would take a Delton over a Radical just because I have personal experience with it. Yeah. That being said, I could have the one gun from Delton that fucking, but that's just
perfect.
Right. But that's with anybody in that price point. But the one thing I will say is PSA's prices keep going up.
Yeah.
And their quality control, in my opinion, and from my personal experience, seeing them in the shop, getting them brand new from the factory, their quality control is going down while the price is going up. That's not how that works. Yeah. Delton, you can still get a $549 brand new in box Delton rifle, free floated M-lock handguard of several different lengths. You could get it in pistol variety, actual rifle variety, different furniture setups. Less than $600, And if it works half as good as the one that I have, which is the least, it's supposed to work the least, being a 7.5-inch 5.56, that's a good gun for less than $600. You can't even get a fucking Glock for $600, like a Gen 5 one. I mean, maybe, yeah, of course, $569. That's what we sell them for. But like after taxes, it's $600.
Yeah.
So, and the rifle is still cheaper. Yeah. And most people would argue the rifle is more beneficial to have. You know, you can't stick it down your pants as easily, but it's more capable. Yes. So, you know, it's nuts because people are thinking that all this shit is so crazy. You know, it's so it's unfathomable to be prepared, you know, for stuff like that. But then,
how dare you?
But it is a lot. There's a lot that goes into it, and so when you have,
it's like I just found Shine's boog bag earlier today. Out the bedroom.
It's an SOE what?
It's not an SOE anything.
I thought it was, dude. No. I thought she had it in a big.
No, it might have been her original boog bag that she never unpacked. But inside of it was a bunch of protein bars and granola bars and such. Right. And she also had like a couple Band-Aids and a thing of like
just a couple. That's all you need in the boob.
And just like
that's all you need in the boob. There's a couple
change of underwear and a bra and like
right.
And like a cheaper, shittier Bud K knife.
32 like, makeup palettes.
Yeah, she did have makeup in there too. Yeah, there was makeup. There was also
for the
makeup.
Boog. Makeup for the boog, dude. Is that in your pack?
Huh?
I got it in mine. You're
what?
Sleeping if you ain't got the makeup in the boog, dude. You know? Mine's more like this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
but now she's some dirt. But
yeah.
But like in a cheaper Bud K-ass knife than that one there.
Than the Paxatan?
Yeah, than the Paxatan. Like a worse quality one than that.
That's how you know it's bad quality.
It was great. But like I went up to her, I'm like, did you ever think that maybe you should, if you're gonna pack a bag for stuff like that, maybe check the expiration dates on the food you got in there?
Listen, expiration dates
those
are
protein bars have been in there for 3 years now.
Who cares? I would still eat them. In the
I'll
middle of the
grab them
boog.
for you. Let's see.
Give me one, dude. In the middle of the boog? Are you kidding me? It's sustenance, dude. Like,
what is it to every few months go in there and buy a new pack of protein bars?
No, of course, but this is the thing. This is part of the organization.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you don't even know where the fuck the bag is at, she doesn't like me saying the F word. I'm sorry, I apologize. Indoctrinating the youth, as they say. Ha, someone, this gotta be, Zimbabwe. Dude, you're like Michael Jackson off the fucking 37th floor of the hotel, dude. What are you doing?
It's on the 5th floor, okay?
Yeah, whatever. You should be on the 5th floor because you're fucking crazy.
Oh, man. It's the 3rd.
Little cute ass. No, it's the 5th, dude, I think, legally. And they never have the button for it. How do they get there, dude? You know what I'm saying? Do they still do that? Leave it in the comment section below. For the 5th floor?
All the ones I've been to, yeah. And it's usually the 3rd.
Why is it the 3rd? It was always the 5th. We literally had like a semi-professional paintball team that I was on and sponsored called 5th Floor Killers because the 5th floor of the hospital has always been like the psych ward, like the crazy people, and you never...
Maybe they had too many idiots like you trying to go to the 5th floor.
Dude, it exists, dude, or it did at one point. Leave it in the comment section below if you're old enough. Or
maybe
to know.
The 3rd floor is actually the 5th floor because you're going in the elevator.
No, listen, they don't put.
Press the button.
They don't put the butts. They don't put the butts for the 5th floor typically, dude. Yeah, and what else? They don't have 13th floors, even though there is a 13th floor.
A lot of buildings don't. Yeah.
Right. So like, but that's all just based on superstition. Yeah, yeah. But the 5th floor, exactly, dude. That's what I was saying. Adorbs, dude. She's steady throwing bows, though, dude. Like, she almost knocked out Scales earlier. Because she's just throwing hands, dude. They're rated E for everyone, apparently. She was pissed, dude. Exactly, dude. That's what she said, dude. She said it. Everybody heard it, dude, at that point.
She's organize your shit, unlike me.
No. Well, unlike me, though, too, because this is the thing. This is the thing, is I, personally... Like, I got a lot of shit. You got a lot of shit. Everybody's got a lot of shit. Or at least at some point in time, you acquire a lot of shit. And you might be the type of person that is, I'm only going to have 9mm guns. I'm only going to have 5.56 caliber guns. And it ends at that. Some people don't even believe in shotguns anymore. And I hate to envision a room.
Yay.
Precariously placed fails you, dude. On camera.
The first
recorded,
time. Okay.
though. recorded. I'm glad it was, because otherwise nobody would believe me.
Yeah.
But
you're the one who wanted to precariously place the baby.
Listen, makes for good content. And he was down for it. Don't let him fool you, dude. He was trying to light a candle under the holes. The whole idea of it, though, for real, is
this baby is not happy.
That baby is not happy is the idea.
I think this baby might be hungry.
Dude, feed the babe, dude. Feed the babe. We'll be
right
back after a quick... Pause. Scales is going to breastfeed the baby. Which is, you can find on Scales' OnlyFans at onlyfans.scales/US-. We are back, folks. We are back. Christian stopped crying like the little baby that he is. He himself.
Yeah.
The tactical Scales, as it were. And we can continue the podcast now.
Yes, we are back now.
We're back, dude. We're back, dude. Like
back.
faux flats on a Cadillac or chiropractor or something like that. I think it goes.
And the baby's being quiet.
The baby can talk all she wants, dude. She's a babe, dude.
It's true.
She's a little tiny baby, a little 7-pound, 0 ounce now.
Yes.
7-pound flat, 0 ounce, baby Charlotte, dude.
Yes.
How many inches was she long?
I don't remember. I think 20.
20 inches?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're supposed to be. I was a big, heavy 12-pound babe. Which apparently so was Forrest Mom, dude. And Forrest Mom's is a lot more svelte than I am. Just came out as a 12-pound babe, apparently.
Yeah.
She's still a 12-pound babe. But yeah. Anyway, moral to the story is organize your shit, though. Like, for real. Like, everybody's got... Even if you're new to this, you have some type of shit. Yes. You've got the box your gun came in. You got the lock. Whether you are utilizing it or not, I suggest against that, because that's going to get you killed.
Yes.
Like, your gun should... If you got a gun, especially if it's just one gun, it should be ready to go for life and liberty, because that's why we own these things, right? And that's the only reason we own these things, in my opinion. And all these other things fall under that after. You could hunt, you could shoot clays, you could shoot competition, you could plank, you could have fun, you could whatever, you could collect and history and all this, that, and the third. But that gun, whether you own it for that reason or not, let me say it this way. Whether you own a gun for life or liberty, it always has the potential to be used for such. Yes. And so it's really important that you have that squared away. If you have a gun for self-defense, let's say you got one pistol, and you got a little lockbox or a little safe or a little whatever, keep it in the same spot. Have the mags loaded, have the gun loaded, or whatever, however you're going to keep it, but keep it that way. Keep it consistent. Consistency is key. Yep. Organize your shit. Don't just leave it out. Don't take it from the bathroom to the bedroom to now we're downstairs with it, whatever. Keep the gun on you. Leave the safe in the same spot. Or whatever it is. And really it should be bolted down or tied down to something. And really you need something better than the little lockbox you got at the gun shop. And by all means, we sell them all day long, because it's a lockable container. But I could open it with an Emerson pocket knife that's got lock rock, apparently. But just the idea of it. If you've got a bug out bag, if you've got whatever, if your plan is to bug in, shit happens. And if you need tools, you need medical, you need food supply, whatever it is, if it's unorganized and it's not easy to get to, you got to dig through a bunch of shit to even find it. Depending on the situation, seconds and minutes you may not even have. So it has to be, if you're going to have shit, especially for a prepping mindset, or just in general, but just having shit laying around, and I'm guilty of it myself completely. I've got guns and ammo and bags and kit and stuff that is not even dedicated to a kit, but I'm planning on building a kit with it or whatever and keeping it all together. Is this a live baby burping?
Yes.
Nice, dude. Nice, dude. All the views, dude. I had to do the same thing with Scales one time. He had too much fake moonshine. And then there was a canoe involved or something. I don't know if this is monetizable. Just baby puke.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We're not even... We're never going to get monetized on this channel. I'm surprised I'm still halfway monetized. Yeah. Not even halfway, maybe an eighth of the way monetized on the Terribly Tactical channel, which feel free to check out. But, again, moral to the story is organize your shit, because we can have all this shit. Having all this shit is awesome. And I got a lot of shit coming up on both of these channels, but primarily the Terribly Tactical channel about night vision and ballistic helmets and just armor in general, kit that you need to supply and support your other kit, and firearms, of course, and different ammo types and different rigs as far as holsters and this, that, and the third, backpack setups, EDC, bug out, get home, life and liberty, whatever it may be. There's a lot of stuff that is all encompassing and coincides with itself, but at the same time is still a different niche aspect of it all. But it does you no good. You could have all that stuff, but if the backpack's not packed, and the gun's not loaded, the truck ain't got no gas, whatever it is, like, consistency is key. It's got to be organized. It's got to be ready to go. It's got to be put together. You have to know where it is, okay? Like, of course, we all have stuff that we use on a normal daily basis, and we pick it up and we use it. We do this, we do that, we put it down, whatever. We'll get to it later.
It's fine if you have multiples.
Right.
Just have the shit that you need, the shit that you're going to use, and you have it dedicated to something. Don't use that. Don't use it on a daily basis. Don't go into your kit, say, I need a pair of pliers, and, go and grab the Leatherman out of your go bag.
It never makes it back in there. And then next thing you know, you're grabbing that go bag to go, and you're leaving home without it. And that might be an essential piece of kit that you need. So, I mean, it sounds...
You're going to buy a lot of shit that you're probably, hopefully, never going to use.
Or you have to be extremely dedicated. Yeah. And have a regiment. And again, the consistency is key, because the whole thing about it is... none of us are high-speed, low-drag tactical ninjas. We're just regular dudes. But we care...
I'm quite high-drag, I would say.
You're very high-drag.
Yes.
Especially now that you have a babe.
Yes.
You got to get like a red fly wag or something.
I got the tactical baby carrier.
Tactical baby carrier.
And a tactical...
We're going to have to armor that thing up.
Diaper bag.
You do have a tactical diaper bag. For sure. But having... your stuff is one thing. Having your stuff organized, ready to go, know where it's at, and be able to, like, you shouldn't, if you have a toolkit, when you're done using the tools, put it the fuck back in the kit. I know it's been a long day. I know that you just want to go to sleep or take a shower or do whatever, and, I'll get to it. And then you never do. And then you're grabbing something and leaving out the door, and it's not a complete kit, dude. And this translates into another thing I wanted to talk about, which we could go on, and more so in the future, but we've talked about it enough. Understand that, again, the kit is great. I'm a gear junkie as much as the next person. I got a bunch of cool shit. In fact, we should show them real quick. This is one of the things we talked about on the live chat. But the op mod.
Yes.
Little night vision portable device, dude. $100 fucking dollars, dude. You cannot beat this. I think every person, if you don't own some sort of night vision capability or thermal capability in the year 2022, you are far behind the curve, okay? There's a lot going on. And any type of formidable enemy that we may be facing as the civilian populace for life and or liberty, they are going to have night vision and thermal. So if you don't have it, So, and this, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. It's not the best. And on top of it, it's digital night vision, which some would argue is not as good as traditional style night vision.
No.
But at the same time, it's $100 fucking bucks. It runs off 3 AAA batteries. Very easy to find, common to find. It's adjustable zoom and clarity and all that. It's got a built-in IR illuminator. You can see out to 200-300 yards and distinguish shit. And it's literally this big, dude. It's this big. You could slip it in a shirt pocket if you wanted to, and you could just be walking around in pitch black and know exactly where you're at. You could sit up, post up. The way that I'm going to utilize this personally is I got a Streamlight. I paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, Streamlight did send me the TLR 8 AG, which is basically the Viz version of what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm getting the TLR VIR 2, and it's got 300 lumens of white light. Then it's got IR light, and it's got IR illuminator, and then an IR laser. And with that and this in pitch black, I could hold that to my eye, aim one-handed with the gun, with the light and laser, see in the dark, shoot, have a sight picture, have everything, and nobody would see the light, nobody would see the laser. Like, if I had a suppressor, like and a certain caliber, or we were at a certain distance, or whatever, like, being able to do the dance in the dark is not overrated.
No.
I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think? Do you think, because America was always known for owning the night, as far as our military is concerned. Nowadays, Russia, other people, China, they all have night. Everybody's got night vision, and you have to expect you lose fights by underestimating opponents. So you have to assume that these are, especially if it's a military type of force against a populace.
Yeah.
You know. So, but tell me your thoughts on that, and especially after experience the thermals and the night vision from ATN that they were gracious enough to send out. Shout out to ATN. Check them out. Is it not crazy? It's a whole different thing. Dude.
It's fucking nuts.
It's a whole different thing.
The whole idea of it, and that's just like, it's one thing where so many people have tried to figure out a solution to how do you see in the dark. That's why even in this room you see hundreds of lights.
There's several
so you can
lights.
see in the dark.
There's a plethora.
And as you say, and I say every time that anybody mentions, oh, I don't need a white light on my rifle, right? It gets dark every night. That's how it works. That's how the world works. That's how life works. That's when we have to deal with these fucking things. So would you rather have a light that's going to show everybody else what the fuck's going on, or you have the advantage? Or, at the very least, you have an even playing field.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's, why would you not? Why would you not want that? Why would you not have the advantage, or at least be equal to the potential opposition?
Right, because if you don't have that, you really are truly behind the curve. But not even that. And T-Rex, Lucas and his brothers and all that on the channel, the T-Rex Arms channel, they will tell you, and I do agree with this to an extent.
Yes.
Because night vision and thermal are what? Price prohibitive.
Yes.
They're very expensive. For quality piece of kit, you can get some entry-level airsoft grade shit, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. And if it does work, it's a matter of how long and how effectively and whatever. But you can get it done to an extent. And again, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna film. We're gonna record. We're gonna do all types of stuff and see how useful it actually is. But for $100, $100,
that's a fun toy.
If it's a halfway decent pocket night vision device, how could you go wrong? And especially if I can actually...
We've both spent more money at one time on Pokemon cards.
Yes.
Than $100.
Yes.
What the fuck's $100?
Easily. That's what I'm saying. A $100 bill is the new $10 bill.
Yeah.
Especially with inflation.
Yeah.
So $100
damn near $75 a year ago.
Right. So $100 is nothing. And they got it's the Op Mod. You can find it on Optics Planet, but what it is, it's a Carson, and it's like a collaboration. I don't know if there's anything different with the Optics Planet collab.
From what I'm seeing,
as opposed to
they
the
even
Carson.
have the Carson one for sale here. That's the gray one that you see here.
Right.
So they even have it labeled as Carson NV200 Mini or a digital night.
Well, so is the black one.
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing.
Right.
Same price, sold.
Right. Comes with a carry pouch, wrist.
Yes.
Wrist.
The only difference is the black one is OpMod branded.
Right.
But
maybe that's the special edition.
Yeah.
But the gray on it, I think, looks cooler.
Yeah.
But the black, I mean, obviously it goes with anything, and it's very slimming. But, but like just
already small enough.
The idea. Well, it's a whole nother subject. Obviously effective though. It's not. This is proof right here that it's not the size of the sub. It's the motion in the ocean. But, just to honestly, with that Streamlight.
Yeah.
And that, holding up to my eye, I could do all types of shit in the dark, and nobody would see it until it got loud.
Yeah.
And that in and of itself, and not even that, you're walking your dog at night, and you don't want to disturb your neighbors. They won't even see the light, but you will see the light. or whatever it is, anywhere in between. You keep it in a dangler pouch or an admin pouch on your rig, your chest rig, your plate carrier, whatever. You could take it out at any moment, scan the area, see what's out there, without emitting any light and giving away your presence. Yeah. But what I was saying about the T-Rex thing is they will say, if you don't have the money, to just get a quality white light, Streamlight or Surefire. And I wholeheartedly, 110% agree with that, because yes, you are going to be seen, but the most important thing is that you can see what you're doing, what you're shooting at, where you're going, whatever. And to me, that's an even trade-off. But if given the possibility, 110% of the time, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 times, if I can have night vision, if I can have thermal, and especially thermal, you can't hide from that. You cannot. I mean, there's ways you could put a freaking cape on, and there's different netting and shit you can do. But, like, in the grand scheme, you're not. Yeah. Right? And that's something to contend with, dude. That's a very... And honestly, the technology in 2022, it's advancing. The older generation stuff is getting cheaper. Yep. And the older generation stuff... Not to sound like freaking Saul from the Pew Pew Dudes. Shout out to Saul from the Pew Pew Dudes and also Raymond. But, like, it is just as good in the grand scheme. Of course, the newer shit is better, but you can still see, you can still shoot, you can still do what you got to do. Yep. And again, most bad shit happens in the dark. And you cannot shoot what you cannot see. Yep. And not even having to shoot stuff, just be able to identify stuff like thermal and night vision. And $100. We're going to test it. We're going to see. I've seen a bunch of reviews. I've done my research on it. For $100, I think it's a value, in my opinion, for the opportunity it gives you. For a wide variety of situations, we're going to do shit with guns. We're going to do shit with just walking around and seeing what's up, seeing what we could see, inside and outside. But if it's half as good as I've seen it to be on other YouTube videos, it's well worth the $100. And there's no excuse that any civilian can't have somewhat of night vision capabilities. Now, of course, this is not a scope. It's not a monocular hanging off a bump helmet. It's not an IR light laser on your pistol and or your rifle and or your scattergat. But it is something. Yep. And something is always better than nothing. But again, at the end of the day, knowing how to use that something is what makes it a something. Because you could have something, not know how to use it, and then you still have nothing. So again, organize your shit. Have the shit, have a good amount of the shit, more than you think you need, is always a good bet. But have it organized. I got my Glock shit with my Glock shit. My HK shit with my HK shit. I got my 1911 shit with the 1911 shit. I got my AK shit with the AK shit. And then I got my AK-74 shit with the AK-74 shit. Now I got a 5.56 AK, so that's a whole nother thing with the Galil. Then I got my AR shit with my AR shit. My shotgun shit with the shotgun shit. And I got all this. And then I got grab-and-go kits that are everything combined. So I got a little bit of everything, but I don't have enough. But it's something. I grabbed that, I got something. You know, different shit. I got all the holsters for the same gun. You know, I got but I got a lot of shit, and I'm constantly getting new shit. Whether it's sent to me, or I paid for it, or whatever, and it all just compiles. It's easy for it to all just compile, especially since you're busy with life, whatever. Yep. Life goes on, you know? And it just, but one day, you might need it. Where's it at? Yep. You ain't got the time. Nope. So organize your shit, people. Have the shit, know how to use the shit, but know where the shit's at and have it easily accessible. Because when you need it, you fucking need it. Stop cursing in front of babies, dude. That's bad.
The fuck are you talking about?
It's bad, dude. She's learning that through osmosis right now.
Yeah, good.
Stop it. Little tiny
indoctrinate the youth.
7 pound. Well, that's what anything the media is doing.
Exactly. We're just going along with the liberal agenda.
Well, with the constant false flags.
Yes,
that they have.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
like they perpetrated again upon us. Yeah. Just recently.
Yeah. Just today,
even in Texas, in Tejas.
Yeah.
Supposedly a transgender mad thing. Pictures leaked of the supposed shooter. wearing a skirt and knee highs and longer hair and just all types of things wrong with that.
That doesn't sound like a conservative gun nut.
No, it doesn't, but that's how it's going to be perpetrated. And also, it doesn't sound like somebody brought up a good meme on. There was a good meme on Twitter that I saw, bringing up the valid point of typically those people, because supposedly, I believe there was a Daniel defense rifle used.
Yeah.
An EOTech sight on said Daniel defense rifle, and then there was a spare secondary rifle that just had irons, or maybe even no sights, or one iron, or something like that. But it looked like a more basic M4. But either way, like typically those types of people don't maintain a job, a source of income, and so it's almost as if realistically,
or at the very least, at the point of transgenderism, body dysmorphia, they're not a mental illness.
Yeah. Yeah, and in theory, and I don't agree with these types of laws because it's a very slippery slope. But the laws that are currently in place right now, in reality, that body dysmorphia is a mental condition that, in theory, by their own definitions, should disqualify. So but I'm for complete and total freedom for everybody until you do bad shit. And then when you do bad shit, you get punished equally for the bad shit that you've done. But my thing is, again, I'm never disputing that evil exists in the world. Yeah. Bad shit happens, there's bad people, there's bad parts of town, there's bad...
Of course.
All that.
Obviously.
Of course. But the convenience of it all...
Yeah.
It seems a little too timely.
It's great that midterms are coming up and everybody's trying to go for elections.
Elections. They just had something in Buffalo, and then now all of a sudden this, and then now
I'm seeing headlines
ghost
about,
guns.
Active shooter situations are at a 50% higher than the year prior.
Right.
What's changed?
You want to know what's changed? The government is perpetrating more of them upon its people. Yes. Because bear in mind, whether it is factually a false flag or not, even if we wrongly called it a false flag and it was actually legitimately an evil person that just perpetrated evil upon other people for natural causes in the grand scheme, there's been enough false flags that the government has perpetrated on its own people, let alone other people of different nation states and whatever the fuck, for years that nobody fucking knows about, let alone the ones we do fucking know about, that you wouldn't be wrong in assuming such things.
The problem is how many people actually give a shit about it.
That's the problem. There's at least tens of viewers that do.
Yeah, at least tens.
At least tens of viewers. 10 to 20 viewers tops, and that's why we love it.
That'd be at least a 10 of viewers.
Yeah, a 10 of viewers.
Yeah.
But if it's 20, that's 2 tens.
That is. If we hit 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yes.
Especially, hopefully, on episode 20 of the Shooting the Poop podcast, which will be live. Every 10th episode, we go live. Yes. And I would argue maybe even G.O.A should be here. Perhaps. I don't know. I feel like...
Potentially.
There's the potentiality. No promises.
There is. But I ain't giving him a ride home at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah, you better get a motherfucker Uber, dude.
That motherfucker.
Out of your own pocket.
He don't even watch our podcast,
He doesn't.
He doesn't, no. No support.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. That's quite the problem. God damn it. But is it a problem still?
Why would that happen, though? It's still was recording the whole time because we froze.
Well, it was, yes.
And then it shut off. Explain to me why that happened.
I don't know.
That's not an explanation.
That's all the explanation I can give you.
It's really messed up, dude.
It's a Windows problem. It just randomly shuts down the phone.
So it's Bill Gates, you say?
Yeah, dude. He's shutting us down.
Makes sense, dude. That makes perfect sense. Yep. Especially due to the things we were just talking about. But Buffalo, New York subways, the Tejas, they keep pushing the envelope. Yeah. Columbine, maybe. Sandy Hook, for sure. Yes. The Vegas, for sure. All of these things are false flags. All of these things are predictive programming. All of these things are agenda pushing. All of these things are set into place. Even if they did not directly do it themselves, they have influenced others to do it. The Army, the military, has had MK Ultra mind control technology since the 70s and even sooner than that, I'm sure. And this sounds crazy, right? This sounds fucking crazy to people. You're sitting there, you got a baby in your arms. We're talking about MK Ultra. That sounds crazy to people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just.
But that's legitimately the reality we live in. I wish this was the Matrix and I could unplug. Because it's getting stressful, dude. This is a beautiful beard. I got gray hairs growing in it, dude. Because the stress alone.
It's a beautiful
of the
ginger
idea.
beard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But you also have a decent beard. You got to work on the mustache, but the beard's coming in nicely. But the
idea.
The
ginger part.
The idea. No, I heard you.
Okay.
I just was ignoring you. But now that you brought it up again, no, it's not a ginger beard. It's no way, shape, or form. It's a dirty blonde.
It's okay, man.
It's a dirty blonde, and that's why the girls like me, dude. Because I'm a dirty blonde.
Bro. A lot of blondes end up with a ginger beard, bro. It's okay. It's acceptable. You may not be a ginger, but you got a ginger beard.
No.
Yeah.
Never once.
Yeah, dude.
No.
It's factual.
It's not.
It is.
You're literally, you yourself.
It's factual. I'm
going to fact check you. But you yourself are pushing propaganda. Independent as fuck, dude. I'm like the skateboard trucks, dude. But you see how that was a reference and a bar at the same time, dude? The genius is just out of this world. But let me tell you this about
That's what
independent.
happens when you sell your soul to the devil.
No.
Goddamn ginger.
That was Bob.
Goddamn ginger.
That was Bougie Bobby. I've never spoken about this publicly. I'm sure he's watching. Because he's obsessed. But you're more of a fucking snake than that thing, dude. Don't you ever show your face around here again. But that's not a threat by any means. It's just, we don't fucking like you. I don't fucking like you. I'm not going to speak for anyone else, but I don't fucking like you, dude. You're a Slytherin, dude. Anyway, have fun at Bear Cult or wherever you're at. He's at the Bear Cult. Yeah. Either way.
I'm not up on those types of things.
What?
I'm not up on those types of things. To the extent that I think I should, at least. But
yeah. All types of weird things.
Yes.
All types of weird things. Potentially... maybe I shouldn't say.
Yeah, maybe.
Nothing bad, of course.
No. Never.
For him, not for us. Nobody did anything. He did something pretty bad.
I've heard of a few things that have been
pretty bad.
They're pretty fucked up.
Shouldn't do that shit, dude.
No.
You know? But either way, the entire situation of it all is organizers.
I mean, realistically, organize your shit, organize your supplies,
your
organize
life,
your
dude.
Gear, organize who the fuck you are, what the fuck your plans are, what you
that's
want
the thing.
to do.
That's another good thing.
You
We
know,
didn't
what
even
are
get
you
that's because
going
it's
to?
so many several.
Like,
organizing your shit is such a multi-tier. That should be one podcast.
Organize
in and of
your shit in all ways, shapes, and form. Organize you.
Yeah.
You know,
your mental state, your mental capacity.
Which is something we both have a problem with, I think.
Right, because we're normal. And we have to deal with this fucking dichotomy of psychiatry or psychoticness or something that rhymes with what I said.
Psychosatry.
Right. Exactly. You just got psychosatrized, dude, in front of everybody. But like realistically,
psychoticized.
Right, psychoticized. It rolls off the tongue better. But like that's the whole thing, though. Realistically,
this baby's gonna get psychoticized having to listen to our dumbasses.
Right, just currently being indoctrinated as we speak, unfortunately.
Oh man,
but for good purpose.
This is the goal all along.
New mem to the Boog team, dude. When we're huddled up under an igloo, dude, Charlotte's gonna save the day most likely.
Yeah.
You know. Brand new, fresh gun owner.
Yeah.
The newest gun owner.
Yes.
Had guns before I had guns as a child.
Yeah.
Awesome. But, again, back to, not to re-pontificate pretentiously and patriotically on the subject, but all of this is, the false flags, everything, this is more of a reason for you to have your shit organized, because they're becoming more blatant and brazen every single day. They're doing it before your very eyes. Giving you the most whack bullshit explanation for shit I've ever heard in my life, and then all of a sudden people are just okay with all this, or they take the narrative and run with it as if they're the ones that are going to change the world for the better, when they're not even a 32nd of the way informed on the actual situation. They know there was and do we even know? That's the craziest part about do we and it
I don't
sounds
know
crazy
nothing about it.
because maybe people were actually people get 9/11 was an inside job, people.
Yep.
It's literally declassified to the point at this point that there's no way it was not an inside job. But you know what? This information is easily accessible by you and me, all of us combined, and nobody cares.
Nope.
You could show it to them, they won't believe it. That's how indoctrinated people have become. They will die on that hill in favor of the powers that should not be because they've been told to do so.
Yep.
And for no other reason. And not even directly in some cases, just incidentally and just nurture type of thing. Like that's how you're brought up. You got to respect authority.
Respect your elders.
So,
respect authority. Listen to your teacher. Listen to your parents. Listen
no
to
matter
all this,
what. Or
you
there's
know,
consequences.
just,
You're getting consequencesized.
Yeah.
You know? If that... So...
You better listen to your goddamn parents.
Yeah. Well, if she's
Or
anything like the dogs. But the whole idea of it all
Dogs
is...
listen to me, that's all I'm saying.
They... debatable.
They just don't listen to you.
You had to
keep talking
drag
about baby
Rubes
boys.
by her collar.
That's a different story. She's just stubborn.
It doesn't even have a cowl. Why don't
Nope.
they have cowls?
Because they chew them off.
How are their necks that flexible?
They chew them off each other.
Oh. They're in cahoots, you say.
Yep.
Those bastards.
They work together. And I have yet to find a collar that
That's
can't
another
shoot
good point, is if you're prepping, you should be working together.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Teamwork makes the dream work, bruh.
That's right. No, but for real, though, because, like, I'm pretty squared away, and saying that is really, how would you, like, not an embellishment, per se, because compared to the average Joe,
Yeah.
but in the grand scheme of the potentiality of the situations that may compose themselves into reality. Right.
You know. You're pretty much there, but
again, how do you
You're never
how do you
100%.
know?
You
Because
can't
we could
prepare
sit here
for
and play the
everything.
what if game all day long,
No.
this, that, and the third, and
you cannot.
I'm all ready
cannot
for the
physically
EMP and the
prepared
freaking
for
social
everything.
collapse, but then all of a sudden a tornado takes all my shit and throws it fucking 3 towns over. You know, so how do you know? And you never can. And you can never be, you'll drive yourself insane trying to be ready for everything. But you have to find the common core principles, okay, which primarily are beans, bullets, band-aids.
Yep.
And then everything else falls under that. Okay, obviously beans is food and water and whatever combination thereof. Bullets, obviously guns and ammo. And not just guns and ammo, replacement parts, backup, you know, whatever it is. Sights, optics, lasers, lights, slings, backpacks, chest rigs, all that, you know. And then the band-aids, the medical shit. You know, obviously you're not going to put a band-aid over a 30-06 hole in your
But
chest.
you got some chest seals.
Right. So, but that's a band-aid in and of itself, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's the idea.
Different variety.
Right.
Those band-aids are made to be breathable.
Right.
Chest seal, quite the
Yeah, you don't want to.
you know.
That's what we're trying to stop.
Yes, exactly.
You know, we're trying to seal.
You're not supposed to breathe through the chest.
Right.
In the chest, good.
yeah.
Through the chest, not
Right.
good.
Yeah, you
Not
start getting
the
the
plan.
tension, pneumothorax, and your shit goes sideways,
Yes.
and then it cuts blood flow off, and then you die.
Yeah.
So, but having that shit,
Yep.
bad shit happens. You got to have that shit, and then you got to know how to use that shit.
Yep.
Because you could have it and not know how to use it. Maybe somebody around you knows how to use it. But primarily, you are your first
Well, it's
responder. You're at 100% of your own emergencies. You should know how to use it.
It's like we were at the hospital when we had her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
I
sure
would
when
hope so.
I walked into
Maybe not. Who
when
knows?
I walked into that hospital room, I'm pretty sure I doubled the amount of medical equipment in that room at that point in time.
Right.
You know, like it's
Right.
they didn't have much on.
They
hand
had the
in
EKG.
room.
That's all you
Yeah,
didn't have.
Yeah, pretty much.
You probably could have improvised one, though.
Yeah.
Get the car
potentially.
battery.
Potentially. There's the potentiality.
Right. To be potentialicized with the given equipment. But, like, again, it's a simple principle. And, again, I myself will admit that I am very disorganized to an extent, but for short periods of time. I wouldn't even say short periods of time, like, at most medium lengths of time. Because I get a lot of shit in, I'll order a bunch of shit, or shit gets sent in to the channel, or whatever it is, and it's still in the... I still got the packaging that this showed up in, the titanium toothpicks and the mag blade and all that shit, and, like, I got that shit over a week ago. But there's just a bunch of that shit laying around. And because I keep it like that, because, I got to do a video on this, I got to do, whatever it is, and so it helps me organize it to an extent, but still the organization is still chaos. When chaos is happening, the last thing you want and or need is more chaos. So do yourself a favor and plan to succeed. Set yourself up for success, okay, by preparing and planning. Okay, that's what gets you through. And just the logistics of it all, being consistent. Okay, so it is what it is. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We've gone back and forth, but again, shout out to the little 7-pound 0-ounce baby Charlotte. But again, the same thing. There's a shortage formula for babies, little tiny babies, dude. They are prepped up on formula, dude.
We have no shortage here.
There's no shortage of form here, dude.
Nope.
And they got the stuff, and it's organized. It's easily accessible. They can get to it when they need it. Also, maybe you want to pack some of that away in a bag now. Yep. Because if you grab the old bug out bag, you grab the old kit bag, you grab whatever. Earlier. You got to have something with. Now you got a whole nother, and that's.
It's like I got the tactical baby gear diaper bag, right?
Right.
Then I also have the SOE diaper bag.
Right.
I was talking to Cheyenne about setting up the SOE diaper bag as a go bag of sorts.
Right.
For the baby, and then having the tactical baby gear diaper bag as the daily use. Which again, buying it, the SOE diaper bag, hopefully we'll never actually use it for its intended purpose.
Yeah.
Of course, once she is no longer a baby and no longer in use, because they think ahead, it can also be used as a range bag pretty easily.
Or just anything. You can put a laptop in it. Exactly. You could have all types of shit.
Multi-purposes.
Right.
And
that's a good thing.
And it will be used in the long term.
And what helps you organize your kit better is having less kit by having better tools that can do multiple jobs. Everything has multiple purposes. Okay, 2 is 1, 1 is none, 3 is even better for sure all day long. But if you can have a Leatherman in your pocket that gets done a majority of your daily tasks as opposed to a whole toolbox in the truck that you're not going to have with you, on you, right then and there when you need it. You got to run out and go get it.
Realistically, I could probably drop 3 pounds of my EDC and just use the Leatherman to take place of that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to because 2 is 1, 1 is none, and 3 is even better.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. But it's
also, I'm just a knife nut.
Yeah. Well, as we all are. Or at least most of us.
I was carrying this in my pocket all day today.
That's crazy.
I
don't know what you would ever really...
I was literally using this just to open boxes.
Yeah, maybe. But you could do that. Cause. You could do that with your keys.
Yes, but I have this.
Right. Right.
And why would you not pull out this?
You just recently found it.
To open a...
You just recently found it because you were... Yeah. Yes. So that's what spawned this conversation. Yes. Is because scales...
I am extremely unorganized, but I generally know
there is a genius to it all. But this is the thing, though. Realistically, and I'm not trying to call you out directly on the podcast, but if motherfuckers got to get up and go right meow, it's taking you longer than it should.
No.
Yes.
No.
You have no Similac in the bug out bag, dude.
You don't know what I got.
I do know what you got because you just said you were talking about Cheyenne with it, and it's not yet done. So either way, I'm just saying.
I got other bags, bro.
You can have all the bags you want. I'm just saying, you can have all the shit you want. First of all, I recommend not keeping all your eggs in one basket. It should be spread out. Keep it at an uncle's house. Keep it at your buddy's house. Keep some shit stashed and buried along the way, whatever it is, just in case. But the shit that you keep, and again, the best plan most of the time is to bug in.
Yep.
But you have to have shit on hand.
Yep.
But if you have to leave, it most likely will be in a hurry. And you might not be able to take but specific few things, but a few specific things. And it's got to be consolidated. It's got to be ready. And you got to have what you need. And again, it goes back to what you said earlier. It's the write-off concept.
Yep.
If I'm putting a Leatherman in this bug-out bag, it sits in the bug-out bag until it's raining, pouring, the zombie apocalypse is here, it's on my back, and I'm in the middle of the woods trying to survive. Then it comes out.
I have so much shit that I've bought that I've probably forgotten that I have.
That's the other thing, too, which is
Stashed away
organization
places.
helps. Because then it's at least in one spot. You know where it's at. You can pull open this drawer. This is my knives.
I'm
This
talking
is my
about, like, in
multi-tools.
bags that I just forget what's in that bag.
Well, it's
I know
good,
there's shit
though.
in the bag,
Yeah.
but I don't know what's in there.
But
So
that's
at least
another part of
then
organizing, dude. You
I
have
won't know what
lists.
the
You
fuck's
have
in there.
mental lists. You have physical lists. You should write it down. Inventory that shit. You could make a Word Excel document. Right? It's Excel.
Yes.
Yeah. Like a spreadsheet. You know, it does help, and it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, especially when you start acquiring a lot of shit. What batteries goes with it, and that's why, again, mentioned it earlier, Tarkov. I think, honestly, from what I've seen, I've never played the game. I don't have a computer that could even run the game. But from what I understand about the game, inventory management is key. And it's all super realistic. You can only reload from your pockets or your chest rig. You can store stuff in your backpack. You've got to get certain mounts to run certain optics. The ballistics are, like, everything is so realistic as far as a first-person shooter game is concerned. And it helps you, at least in my opinion, get you in the mindset of living like that. Because God forbid one day we might, and every day that goes by, it's seemingly to be even more so, unfortunately. And besides the point, a little shameless plug, we're going to be either on this channel, my channel, both, or on a separate tertiary channel sometime in the future, streaming games on YouTube, Twitch, whatever. I'm definitely getting a computer. I've decided I'm going to upgrade the computer capabilities. I'm going to I'm going to have to stop buying guns for a month or something and just buy electronic
Probably
bullshit.
Just a couple weeks.
Well, who knows, dude? Honestly, it'll probably take me a couple months because I'm not going to be able to hold true to not buying guns or gun accessory stuff.
We all know.
But
you are who you are. It's okay.
I accept
We're
it.
not trying to change it.
I accept it, and I appreciate that, honestly.
I'd say most of the viewers probably would care less about the Tarkov content and say more cool guns.
See, but this is the thing, though. The Tarkov content, I am a gun guy to the fullest, and I think the Tarkov content is super cool because you can actually learn. Yeah. Because it's very realistic to the point where, like, everything is named to what it's actually named. Mm-hmm. You actually need the real mounts to attach the real optics to the real guns.
There is an SOE day pack.
They got SOE micro rigs. That's one of the first rigs you get is the SOE
micro rig, not the day pack.
Well, they got a couple rigs from SOE. They got a couple shits. They got it's literally down to customizing individual like pieces and parts of the gun, the backpack, your med kit. Like, it's so intricate, it's ridiculous, but that's good because that's how it is in real life.
It's also going to make you rage quit a lot.
I'm never going to rage. I don't rage quit, dude. I don't rage quit.
Okay, it's going to make you rage a lot.
I don't know, dude. Either way, I think it's going to be great content because it's going to be fun. A lot of people play it. It's gaining in popularity. It's still a beta as games are concerned. Yeah. And it's a vast, expansive, all-encompassing
game. At this
game.
point, when it comes to gaming, almost every game's a beta.
Right. Because it's always constantly being
always
built
constantly updated. They're throwing out the fucking packs and shit you can add to it. Expansion.
Yeah.
And they started that shit years ago with expansion packs on fucking online gaming and shit.
And Call of Duty, dude.
Fucking
Grand
Call of
Theft
Duty,
Auto.
Like, I'm talking about, like,
shit.
Diablo, World of Warcraft, dude.
Yeah. Well, World of Warcraft
constant expansion packs.
That's a pretty expanded game to begin with. Like,
that's fucking nuts. Yeah. But, like, do you know how many new packs and games you had to buy to add to that fucking shit?
I could imagine.
Holy fuck.
I could imagine.
Like, it would probably be thousands of dollars to have all of World of Warcraft at this point.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. But it's nuts.
It is, dude. But that's the thing. That's what I enjoy about it the most, is because it is realistic, especially in the Tarkov sense of it. Because you don't get hit markers.
Yep.
You don't get, like, it might be a video game, And this is, the video games are bad, and they're simulating fucking... But the whole idea of it, like, it does give you... Because I've been nothing but researching Tarkov, because I've always been intrigued by it. I've never had the capabilities to run it, because I've always been a console gamer and not, a computer gamer. But Tarkov is only on computers.
Yeah.
Stop being so cute. But... now that I'm going to delve into it, I've got so much to learn. But just the idea, it excites me that it is so all-encompassing and, like, so intense as far as, like, the realism of it all. Like, when you're healing, you don't just run over, like, a little green spot on the map. Like, you have to, like, you're stapling yourself shut. You're doing... And while, of course, it's more expedient for video game purposes... it's still more than Call of Duty gives your ass, and so that helps. If nothing else, it's a good reminder, okay? And it's fun.
When you get shot, it ain't that easy.
Yeah, and
you don't just get better.
You gotta have armor. It's the same thing as there's a World War II game. It's called Hell Let Loose, I think, and you don't get hit markers. You don't get points popping up on the screen if you get a kill. Like, you don't know if that person's dead or not. Like, they could just be laying on the ground.
And I'm pretty sure the fucking Tarkov, you got team kill too.
Yeah, everything.
So
everything is
all,
out. Yeah,
even your buddies. Guess what? You got to watch friendly fire, motherfuckers.
A lot of people wear armbands, but that's also a strat too, because single players that are just in the lobby by themselves could wear the armband, and then you think they're with a 2 or a 3 stack or more people, and then so that might actually affect how you interact with them, because if you go and it's just you and you crack a shot off at somebody got an armband on, most of the time those people with the armband have 2-3 people with them, so they could distinguish that they are each other as opposed to the opposition. You crack a shot off at one dude, what's to say that now you didn't give away your position to the other 2-3 dudes that are with him, and you're dead regardless. So it does change the dynamic, but that's the same that we saw it in Ukraine. Motherfuckers are wearing armbands. We see it all the time. The fucking Nazis wore armbands. All types of people. It
would have some identifying
It's realistic,
factor,
as much as it can be. The lighting, the recoil of the gun, the sway in the sights, the breathing. You have to eat and drink in the game, otherwise you die. Like that, it's a good simulation for preparedness-minded people, and it's fun. And we're gonna have a bunch of excellent memories to build. Playing Tarkov online.
Shine's gonna hate me.
Twitch streaming. Why?
If I'm back here playing video games all night.
What, dude? She could play. She could play with you. She could be.
She won't.
She could take care of the baby as she should, because she's a woman, and then feed you sandwiches. While hold your piss jugs. She's got to hold your piss jugs like Ricky's dad.
I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the bottom of this chair and shit.
Right.
Literally and shit.
Just never leave, because once we start tarking, dude. It's gonna be retargeted, dude.
Although I find it kind of bogus you're already planning on stealing my monitor from me, bro.
Dude, I'll get my own mod. I'm just saying when I'm here, because the laptop itself is going to be portable, dude. I just feel it'd be more ergonomic, dude. And plus, this is my mod anyway, dude. It's on my side of the tape, so therefore I own it. Everything on this side of the tape.
This is all my tape?
No, dude.
And my mod?
No.
Yeah.
Because I offered to pay for it, so in that aspect...
Did you ever?
No, but the offer, though, holds the same weight.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
Well, it's not my fault that you went ahead and... Regardless. Either way, make sure you smash that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you don't miss a video, because you're going to.
Whether they hit the notification bell or not.
Right. Shadow ban, demonetized. Not even monetized yet, but demonetized preemptively.
Yes.
It's like George Bush in Iraq. We got him! Got to do that at least once a podcast.
I feel like it's just maintained pretty well.
Right. Yeah.
It also goes back to the false flags we were talking about.
Right.
But,
we circled back. We circled back, dude.
Oh,
and honestly, compared to the new bitch, I'd rather have Jen Socks. Like that bitch, at least you could it's like Beetlejuice from fucking Chirac here had a newborn. You ain't seen the new fucking press sec?
No.
What does this world come to, dude? It's fucked. So make sure you unfuck yourself and suck less and fucking have the shit that you need and know how to use it, but know where the fuck it is, because when you need to use it, you gotta find it. And make that task a much quicker one, because that really, literally may be the difference. Also, if you can get a $100 night vision device, buy it. And it might not be optimal for certain situations. But you know what? Your ass has superpowers now. You can see in the dark. Like that. It's very important. Bad shit happens in the dark. It's dark half your life. Simple stuff. You know? Do what you can, when you can.
Yep.
But understand why you do it. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, your family, your friends, your co-workers, your own existence, your own property, everything you've worked for in life, they're trying to strip you of. You might die. Die fighting. I don't know. A little heavy to end off the podcast on that, but we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Scales, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know. What do I have to say about that?
Do you agree? Do you have discontent?
I mean, you told them to unfuck themselves. I think they should all go fuck themselves. This is a free country. Do what you want.
Right.
You know?
But only if we maintain said freedoms.
Yes.
So I would advise doing shit like that.
Yeah.
But
unfuck yourselves, go fuck yourselves, whichever you want to do.
maybe at the same time.
Yeah, maybe.
Everything in moderation, right?
Maybe it's the unfucking and then fucking that... whatever does it for you.
Who knows? Everything's
more on
fucked.
par with the Shooting the Poop podcast channel.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. The unfuckedness. It's like the title of a fucking Sundance Film Festival.
Unfuckedness.
Award-winning. Yeah. That's like some edgy shit.
Title of our podcast.
Unfuckedness. How do we spell it?
They'll have to wait.
We're going to have to put one of those asterisks in there.
It comes to this point anyways.
Yeah. Hey, but everybody, again, shout out to Joe Morgan.
Yes.
Which, Joe Morgan, you also have a titanium custom flame anode from Tactical Terribly, I was about to say. Terribly Tactical and Tactical Scales. We are going to flame anodize you a custom titanium toothpick, and that's coming in your box, which I'm still building, but you're going to like it when you get it. Since you're the only person still here watching it.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Check out the Terribly Tactical channel. Check out All Things Tactical Scales. Check out All Things Shooting the Poop podcast.
There's nothing tactical.
We got all types of shit going on. How long have we been going? Is this 3 hours yet?
An hour and 51 minutes.
Hour and 51 minutes feels like forever, dude.
Yeah.
Sitting here podcasting with your ass, dude.
I know.
I feel like I should get paid for a 10-hour shift at this point. No, I'm just saying.
Get paid at all.
You shouldn't, though. Which is why you're not.
Yeah.
For
I know.
OSHA or whoever's watching.
Yeah.
You didn't shave, dude. You got to wear a mask to clean the studio.
Fuck your masks.
Yeah, fuck the mask.
Fuck the masks.
Fuck the mask. Fuck Biden, but it's not even Biden. It's the puppeteers.
No.
Fuck all the people
Fuck everything.
that you'll never know, never see. Fuck the powers that shouldn't be.
Fuck it all.
Fuck the feds. Fuck everybody that's trying to tyrannicize other people. Fuck anybody that's trying to infringe on our rights. Fuck all the people that don't believe in rights. I mean, fuck them. Like, you have fun on your own. I don't have problems.
No.
But just go fuck yourself somewhere else. Like, don't fuck us with yourself. Like, nobody wants to... Yeah. I don't want to see that. You know?
Yeah.
Don't involve me in your fuckery.
Yeah.
But, to all the powers that should not be, go fuck yourselves. And for all the good people, unfuck yourselves because they're trying to fuck you. Some people have already been fucked, dude.
I feel like we've all been fucked.
We've all been fucked severely, but
I feel pretty fucked.
You can unfuck yourself.
Yes.
So try and do that. Beans, bullets, Band-Aids. Have them, know how to use them. Incorporate yourself with other people that know how to do those things, that have those things. Organize those things. Well, you clearly. There's a baby over there. Anyway, we love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you.
Peace.